This is a channel meant for adult toy collectors. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Dolly Babbles, a channel where we talk about dolls and toy collecting. For the first video on this channel, I wanted to talk about why I started toy collecting. Now, I do have a condition that affects my memory, so a lot of the details are kind of fuzzy, and my story might change in later videos. Just give me grace and let me know. For many people, the pandemic started their collection, but I missed that train. It was about a year into the pandemic, about 2021, when the lovely YouTube algorithm decided that I should be recommended doll videos. And because I clicked on them, it fed me more and more. I really enjoyed seeing the diversity of collections and hearing people talk about why they enjoyed their dolls. But at the time, I didn't think collecting was for me. Well, I kept watching the videos, and many of them started to be about toys that were around when I was a kid in the early 2000s. And I started to see a few of the Barbie movie Barbies that I had had. And, I was so little that I had forgotten all about them. And seeing some of their features brought back so many memories that I didn't even know I had. For example, this transforming dress from Barbie and the Magic of the Pegasus. I probably had this when I was like 5, because that's when the movie came out, and I remember just sitting and playing with the dress itself and flipping it back and forth. But I had forgotten entirely about that until I saw it in a video. Of course, to add fuel to the fire, I decided to go watch my favorite old Barbie movies because I wanted to relive other things that I had forgotten. Specifically, Fairytopia. That was my favorite series of Barbie movies, and I didn't really remember anything from them except for these weird fever dream scenes that I wasn't even sure if they were part of the movie or part of my own imagination. As I was watching the movies, I started to remember a toy that I had as a kid, and so I wanted to see if I could find it, see if it was real. So I hopped on eBay and I was able to track it down, and in the process, I found so many more things that I had no idea about. And so I spent hours going through eBay. And just getting excited by all of these things that were almost the epitome of like childhood joy to me, even though I never had them. They were just an encapsulation of my dreams at the time. So I still didn't think that it was the adult, financially responsible thing to do to buy overpriced toys from the early 2000s. So I made myself a compromise and I went to Walmart and bought myself a Dreamtopia Barbie, this mermaid one on screen. It was very nerve-wracking. I was worried about what other people would think, what my boyfriend would think. But, I got up the courage and I did it. Unfortunately, when I got her home, I was a bit disappointed because of her very simple level of articulation. She can't bend her tail at all. The pattern of her tail doesn't go onto the back. And in general, I just felt like, oof, I made a mistake. I spent like $20 and I don't like this thing, and I'm not doing adult responsible things. After a few days, when the guilt calmed down, I started to really enjoy her. I really enjoyed, brushing her hair, and also just holding and staring at those tiny Barbie accessories. I don't know. There's something about that even though it's just single colored plastic, felt so much like, again, childhood to me. um, and then I had this feeling like, I want to do more with my dolls or doll. I want to set up scenes and try and get some of that childhood imagination back. Um, and so I decided to buy one more. And at the time, everyone was talking about Series 1 of Rainbow High. And so I decided that I would buy Scarlett Bradshaw. And the rest is history because the amount of hair she had, how soft it was, how articulated she was, the fact that she had all these different fashions and for almost the same price as this very limited Barbie that I had, I was amazed and I just couldn't get enough. I couldn't stop staring at her and I was hooked. And so that started me down the road of buying more and more. And that's how I became a collector. Of course, a lot of that story is kind of related to childhood. And as time has gone on, I've changed a lot how I feel in my relation to collecting. And I might talk about that in another video. But for now, I'd love to know how you started collecting. Were you a pre-pandemic or post-pandemic collector? Or are you not a collector at all? Yet. If you'd like to hear more of my babbles, don't forget to subscribe. But for today, I'm all babbled out. I hope to see you next time. Bye.